believe that I look at money. Thanks, guys. I think I look at money, I think I'm so detached and non-emotional from money because of probably two really big life experiences. I think the first life experience was not having any money, which made me realize that if I couldn't afford to not take a risk, because if I didn't take the risk, then this would be my life. And so I think at that point I realized, like, the moment I had $1,000 or $2,000 and I started my first trading account, most people would be like, I don't want to lose this 2,000. I was like, if I lose the 2,000, well, we already broke. So I was more excited about, like, maybe I'll be in a position where I won't have to ever worry about only 2,000 is the last 2,000 I get. So I was more focused on that because I knew what would happen if I didn't risk it. I'd be like, okay, I got this 2,000, but once it's gone, whether I spend it on a clothes, a TV. And so that really changed my mindset about money. And I realized, like, it was a tool to get me out of the situation that I was in versus a tool to keep me comfortable in the situation I was in, because I didn't like the situation I was in. So 2,000 wasn't gonna bring me comfort, 3,000, 10,000, that wasn't gonna bring me comfort. I think that's the first thing. The second life experience is, I can remember when I made like $100,000 day trading, 120,000, and I thought life couldn't get any better than that. And then I remember a point where we were making 100,000 plus a year, and I had built my account up, and then I risked like 250,000 trying to make like $500,000 to 750,000, like $500,000 plus I was trying to make, and I lost 250,000. And I thought that was the worst day of my life. But it's funny, like, as you grow and mature, what you thought was the best day of your life, like, I've made 100,000 in a day now, where I thought 100,000 in a year in the stock market was great. Then I've lost 250,000, and I thought that was the end of the world. But then I've had trades where I made over 400,000 in one trade, and so you start to realize pretty quickly, like, money comes, money goes. It's never the end of the world. It's never the best day or your worst day. It's just a day in the life of a person who's committed to playing the game and making money. And I start thinking, like, well, if I lost 250,000, how much does Warren Buffett lose sometimes? And I once heard somebody put it like this. They said, thousandaires risk hundreds to make thousands. Millionaires risk thousands to make millions. Billionaires have risked and lost millions to make billions. And broke people are willing to risk nothing but want everything. And that really resonated with me. And I said to myself, well, if I'm gonna be a multi-millionaire, I'm probably gonna risk multi-hundred thousands getting there, winning and losing. If I believe I'm gonna be a billionaire someday, I bet you at some point in the future, I'm gonna have to lose my first million. And so once you start to just realize that it's all part of the game, and what's important is that you stay healthy, your mindset stays clear, and that you can live to play the game another day, you can make that money back. And also, just as quick as you make it, you can lose it. So you really just get emotionless and detached from it. And you realize, like, at the end of the day, as long as you got your health, your faith, your family, love, does it really matter? Like, I was alive when I was broke. Now I'm alive as a millionaire. If I lost it all, it's like, well, I survived and figured it out back then, so I'll figure it out again. Plus, I got more resources. I got more insight, more knowledge. It won't even take me as long to figure it out again. So a big part of it is just believing in yourself and knowing that whatever's supposed to happen will happen and everything will work out, period. So because of that, I don't really put too much stake in money, whether I make it or lose it. Because I remember, I don't know, I remember times where I made a lot of money, I didn't like who I was. I was an asshole. And I was like, I got money, but I wouldn't want to hang around me. And then there's times where I had no money and I wouldn't want to be around me either because I had a poor mindset. And so what's important is just like who you are, not necessarily how much money you make, how much you won, how much you lost. And I'll share this last piece. Anytime I've ever lost big money, I always said, man, you're gonna be able to help somebody who's lost $100,000, because they're gonna say, I lost $100,000. How do I get back in the game? And I'll be able to look them in the eye and say, I've been there. I know exactly what you're feeling. And I've lost $200,000-300,000 in trades. And so I can help someone who's lost $200,000-300,000, because I'm like, I've been there. So anytime I've ever lost big money, I've always said, like, this is a lesson to rebuild, so I could tell them or show them how they can rebuild it if they ever lose that much money too. As well as, once I got money again, I was able to coach people on what to do with it, how I reduced my risk, paid off my house, and put myself in a position where I'd never fall back down to those lowest levels ever again. Now I have a floor that, my floor is better than some people's ceiling when it comes to, money and financial literacy. So that's really helped me with how I think about money and not stress over it. And once you master that, you get to do stuff like this, like come out here and boat in the middle of the day and have your money working for you. I think I'm up like 17,000 a day. And I'm just out on the boat, chilling.